about this is something that just happened today or made the news today. Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney. Talk about biting the hand that feeds you. Suing Disney over a breach of contract that will reportedly cost her upwards of $50 million in back-end revenue that she was expecting to make from the box office of Black Widow. But because Black Widow premiered on Disney Plus and in theaters at the same time, she claims it's impacted the box office returns, therefore impacting how much she's going to make off the movie.
Well, not only was she the star, but she also had a producer credit on it as well.
Correct.
And it was in her contract with Marvel that the film only be released in theaters first. So Disney kind of backdoored her by taking away her back end.
Yeah.
To save their Disney Plus ass.
Is this going to impact how? Because I've heard the thing about when it comes to streaming services, and if you have like some kind of back end deal like that, how do you know how many times that
it's been covered in the contracts? It's not covered in the contracts. You just lose.
Yeah. So could this case maybe change those things? Could this case maybe take away the whole, we'll do the streaming premiere at the same time as the theatrical premiere? I mean, I know one thing.
It's going to change how contracts are written. That's all it's going to change. Disney are going to cover their ass from now on.
Well, I know one thing. I know Scarlett Johansson will not be back for the Black Widow sequel. She will not.
Yeah, I think she has a hell of a case based on what I'm seeing. I don't see how you don't pay her. They didn't have to release this one direct to streaming. I mean, they could have gone through with the normal theatrical release. And I know it had that big opening. And again, I'm not the Marvel guy, but wasn't there a massive fall?
Massive,
this movie's not a success.
No, total it's 319 million or somewhere in there. It's on pace to be the absolute worst overall Marvel gross of all.
That'll probably change very soon, though. That'll probably change very soon.
No, it's she should get paid. I'd be angry too.
Yeah. Right, but her producer credit applies to the production company, not to the distributor. You have to understand, once it passes from the deal passes directly to the distributor, it's a different set of mathematics. So all the people involved in the production that were not in-house all got screwed. She's just a big public face of it. I'm sure there's many more. The truth is, like, everyone loves the idea of streaming being so available to people, but there's going to be real consequences. And a lot of them are going to be very, very bad. We constantly talk about, like, the fact that there aren't really movie stars anymore, right? Just people who launch it. Besides Tom Cruise, whose name is above a title that launches a film? Or The Rock, I guess, is the other one. There's no one, right?
We need to stand up to these studios so that the other people can get their money. So that's why I support her lawsuit in so much as
I support it too.
They breached her contract and not only screwed her, but who knows how many other people. And if somebody like her doesn't stand up and say, no, I'm not going to let you get away with that, then they're just going to continue to be able to screw everybody.
Yeah, the problem is now they'll just put the screwing in the contract. And it's Marvel Disney. Are you not going to sign with them? Because I mean, it's still going to be career defining, whether you like it or not.
Well, I think at this point in her Marvel career, she's probably done anyway. So it's nice to get a little extra money going out the door because she doesn't have to worry about signing another contract. She probably wasn't going to anyway.
She's set for life. Yeah, I mean, isn't this the end of $200-300 million Marvel movies? I mean, how do you justify these budgets now?
I sure as fuck hope so.
Yeah,
I'd be perfectly content if they go away totally at this point. But I just don't know how you justify the budgets. I don't know how you're making the money now. It's I don't know. And these TV series haven't been overly popular, from what I understand.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah,
I do want to give a quick shout out to Garrett, Born to Be Rad, who's in the chat. What's up, Garrett? How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Garrett.
I also want to announce that Garrett is going to be making his debut on an upcoming episode of the show. We've seen him many times, but he will be here live.
Nice.
In the near future. So
cool.
But yeah, I don't see a lot of love and a lot of support for Disney in the chat. And Scarlett, get that money. And you had a great run with Disney. You made a lot of money from them. Get what you can out the door, and there you go. So I think it is funny though that they'll put it in the contract. You will be screwed.
They will.
You agree that you will be screwed. Initial here, so that when you get screwed, it was right here. You initialed it.
Well, they don't have a problem.
There'll just be a contingency clause in it that says if for unforeseen reasons we need to direct the film to secondary sources that interfere with the primary release schedule. I mean, they'll find a way around it. They're Disney.
Or it's like when you look at your job title and at the very bottom of all your job duties, and it says
duties that they do for them.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I won't give Disney a penny of my money. I won't buy their movies. And I mean, I might have accidentally bought something that's been made by them because maybe I didn't know at the time or something. But like, I really, really hate Disney. I mean, I think they are literally like evil. So I don't like the way I guarantee you that this is not the first time that they've ripped someone off. And I bet you anything that because they're a children's station, that they've ripped off a ton of children for all kinds of stuff, and that's probably what they're used to. And because they're probably used to that, they probably think they can get away with it still because they've always done it in the past.
Disney's an evil corporation.
They're a big faceless evil corporation.
They shoot movies next to slave camps, so let's not pretend that they're
and then deny their existence. Yeah,
and then deny their existence. Exactly.
They're evil.
Them and Frito-Lay. Yeah.
Sean, I don't hate Mickey Mouse. I hate Disney. I love Mickey.
I don't know. Mickey was right there cracking the whip at that camp, I think.
Probably, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Don't come after me.
They had actors in the they had Miss Minnie, they had Mickey, they had Goofy, Gosh, whipping Gosh.
They gave them water once in a while. It's all good.
I've been wanting Disney to fail just because they become so greedy. They own Fox, they own Marvel, they own Lucasfilm.
I don't want
ABC,
to see that
ESPN. It's like
they've bought Jamie too.
Yes, I am now a Disney product.
Holy shit! Just that quick.
Yeah.
She went from
I had him sitting right back here. My husband just went down to Florida and in May, and he went to Universal and he went to Disney, and he got me a bunch of these ears with like all these different colored bows. So I had these ones sitting back there. So
they made them in the camp just for you, Jamie.
Yeah.
The Uyghurs are very happy that you supported their continuing entrapment and eventual extinction.
That red ink on there is not ink.
That's blood.
But you know what? Here's the irony: is that Disney released Empty Man.
It's true.
Oh, they did.
Haven't seen it
by sheer accident and happenstance, but they did.
I haven't seen it yet either, but I am going to watch it because I was watching your show last night, Lauren, and I heard you guys talking about it, and I was like, man, I really need to get on the ball and watch that, so I will.
You should.
You should. It's hard to avoid everything, and really, I'm not that type of person. I'm never going to their parks again. They're just too expensive for what you get. It's just, I don't know. I'm not going to directly, knowingly give them my money, but of course they got their hands in everything, so it's kind of hard to not accidentally do it.
I've never ever been to Disney, never ever, not once, and there's a reason for that. I didn't bring my son there, and I feel guilty. Okay, I do. I feel very guilty about that. But I think my fear of people in costumes outweighed my wanting to bring my son to Disney. I'm terrified of anybody in a costume. So that is like literally my nightmare place.
You do realize that Stone is actually a small child just puppeting the stone puppet, right? Hope I didn't just ruin the magic, but
subscribe to the Region Free YouTube channel and also check out the Patreon to get exclusive content and become a Regionaire.